It's a little bit of everything aviation and then some.
We're talking about EAA AirVenture, and it starts today. Pauline is checking it out. Good morning, Pauline.
Oh, there is so much to see and do here. You've got tons of shows, tons of planes. You can build your own plane. Tons of things to see, and also tons of stories to hear. And I have one special one I want to share with you. This is Dave McElroy, and he is on an adventure around the world. Good morning to you.
Morning, Pauline.
Let's talk about your adventure. You're flying around the world in 80 days, and you're doing it for a good cause.
Yeah, for two good causes, really. Sick Kids Foundation in...
It's up right here.
Sick Kids
Step
Foundation.
on back so that people can see here. There we go.
In Toronto, which is a world-renowned children's hospital and research center. And all the money that we're raising for sick kids is going to go to autism research. I have a couple of grandchildren that are Asperger's kids, so that's a personal connection for me. On the other side of the aircraft is a logo for Scotland's charity air ambulance. I live in Scotland, and so we're supporting a new charity-run air ambulance there. So we're flying actually overlapping around the world, one from Toronto to Toronto for sick kids,
Wow.
and one from Perth, Scotland to Perth, Scotland for the air ambulance.
You actually landed here recently at EAA AirVenture, and you're actually taking off tomorrow for your very last leg back to Toronto, and that will be 80 days. What has been the highlight of your trip?
There's been so many highlights, but a couple have been flying over Greenland is one of the most beautiful things. I've flown over the Rockies. I've flown a lot of places, but that was special. Flying into Singapore. Singapore is spectacular, as was Sydney, Australia. And I've got to mention Israel. I spent 4 days in Israel, which was my first time there. It was spectacular.
So much to see, and this is the aircraft you did it in. You didn't do it alone. You had a partner in crime. He's actually in there. Let's chat with him for a bit. We've got Chris in the inside here. Good morning to you, Chris.
Hi, Pauline. How are you?
Good, good. So this is your plane here. You kind of decked it out special just for it to be able to make it around the world. What is so special about the back seat here?
Well, obviously to go around the world, and Dave flew across the Pacific for 17 hours, and you need more fuel than the standard fuel in the aircraft. So we had to build this and put this 110-gallon tank in the back. So when this is filled up, it's right up here.
Oh, wow.
And so that gives us 170 gallons capacity, so about 20 hours of flying. So that's what we needed to do.
Yeah. And you guys are raising money for these two charities. Your goal was $500,000. How close are you?
We're a little over halfway, and but it's still not over. I mean, you know, when we get to Toronto tomorrow, we should have a lot of press coverage there. So I think more donations will come in, and then Dave's going on to Scotland for the Scottish Air Ambulance. So he should get a lot more press coverage there.
Yeah.
So,
well, thank you so much, guys. If you guys want to help these guys meet their goal, we have a link on our website, fox11online.com. Just head there. And as well, we've got information on all things EAA AirVenture, so times, admissions, things to see and do there. Just head to our website, fox11online.com.
Cool.
Thanks, Pauline.